Hey guys, Brennan Gomez here, back again with another video, and welcome to Rating Every 2022 Darlington Throwback Part 2, the Xfinity series. Let's get into it. First up, we have Sam Mayer's throwback to Rick Mast's 1990 car. This is a good throwback. Number font's accurate, the number is accurate, paint scheme's accurate, and I'd like how the sponsor, Accelerate, changed their font to match the skull font on Rick Mast's car. I like that touch. Good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Brett Moffitt's throwback to Mark Martin's first career start. This, while not entirely accurate, is a good throwback. Number font's accurate, scheme is mostly accurate. On the original paint scheme, there wasn't a red stripe at the front, but there's a red stripe at the front of this car. But that's not really that big of a criticism from me. Just a little nitpick. Either way, good throwback. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Sheldon Creed's throwback. This is literally the reverse version of his regular wheel and paint scheme. So, I'm assuming this is a company throwback. You guys already know how I feel about company throwbacks. So, this gets a 0 out of 10 for laziness. Next up, we have Ryan Vargas' throwback to Jeff Gordon's 1999 Busch Series Pepsi car. Obscure Jeff Gordon paint scheme to throw back to. And, yeah, that's all I've got to say about it. That car was mid. This throwback is mid. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Joe Graf Jr.'s throwback to Buckshot Jones. I like it when lesser-known drivers are thrown back to. Lesser-known drivers like Buckshot Jones. This is a good throwback. I like it. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Justin Allgaier's throwback to Dale Sr.'s 1984 Wrangler car. And this was the winning car of that race. I like how they changed the number font to match Dale Sr.'s font. I like that touch. Number font's accurate. Paint scheme's accurate. Good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have David Starr's throwback to Bobby Daughter, the owner of SS Greenlight Racing. I like it. I like this throwback. The number font's accurate. The scheme is accurate. It's a good throwback, and a good way to pay tribute to your team owner. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Josh Berry's throwback to Dale Jr.'s Looney Tunes car from 2002. What I love about this throwback is they got the little, I guess, tire monster on the hood there, and then the little pit crew guy on the side of the car. Because obviously they couldn't get the Looney Tunes characters on the car, and they obviously can't get the 8 font correct because of a certain someone that goes by the last name Earnhardt and the first name Teresa. But anyway, this is a great throwback. I love how they improvised with the characters on the car. Since they can't get the Looney Tunes characters on there, they got racing characters on there. I love this throwback. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Timmy Hill's throwback to Ricky Hendrick. It's not a Jeff Gordon throwback. What I like about this throwback is that Cobble Enterprises changed their logo to make it look like the DuPont logo. I really like that. And I like how they changed the number fonts up a little bit to make it match the 24 fonts. But they could have done a better job with it. It's not entirely accurate. But I do give them points for trying. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Brandon Jones' throwback to Paul Menard. When this throwback was first revealed, let's just say I got hard for Menard. And when this throwback was revealed, it's probably the hardest I've ever been for Menard. Nothing else I gotta say about this throwback. It's perfect. It throws back to the GOAT, Paul Menard. Nothing more to say. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Austin Hill's throwback. To who, you ask? No one. It's a company throwback. 0 out of 10. Moving on. Next up, we have Anthony Alfredo's throwback to Tom Hubert. I love it when guys throw back to lesser-known drivers, such as Tom Hubert, and I love how Our Motorsports changed their number font to match the Bill Davis Racing font on Tom Hubert's car. Really great throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Jeb Burton's throwback to his father, Ward Burton. And let me just say, this is a good throwback. I like it. I like how Our Motorsports changed their 27 font to match the number font on Ward's car. Solid throwback, 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Myatt Snyder's throwback to Ken Schrader. This is a good throwback. I like it. I like how Jordan Anderson Racing changed their number font to match the number font on Ken's car. And I love how Capital City and Red Baron have the same, like, I don't know how to say it, but they're like around, they go around the top of the rear tire. I like that. Good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next is Patrick Emerling's throwback to Richie Evans. For those of you who don't know Richie Evans, he is a legend in the modified series. He won the championship like 8 times in a row before he had a fatal accident at the final race of the season in the late 80s, after he had already locked up the championship. But anyway, this is Patrick Emerling's throwback to him. And what I love about this throwback is it has like modified designs on the car, because this is a stock car, which is modeled off of it's modeled off of a street Camaro, and modifieds are, well, yeah, they're a different kind of car, and this throwback has modified designs on the car, so like the engine on the top, and then the bumper bars on the side. I really like that touch. Good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Alex Labbe's throwback to Mike McCrary. I like this throwback. DGM did a good job with it. I like how they changed their number font to match the number font on McCrary's car. It's a good throwback. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Josh Bilicki's throwback to Bill Elliott's 2006 Burger King car. If you were around for the throwback videos from last year, you'll know about how I felt about Bilicki's throwback from last year. Insurance King did a good job with this throwback. I love how they changed their logo to look like the Burger King logo, because they both have King in their name, and Insurance King just blew this one just out of the park. I love this throwback. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Tommy Joe Martin's throwback to Capital City. It's a company throwback. 0 out of 10. Moving on. Next up, we have Tyler Reddick's throwback to Bobby Allison's Coca-Cola car. Tony Stewart did a similar throwback to this back in 2016. I like this throwback. I like how spiked coolers changed their logo to look like the Coca-Cola logo. I love it when sponsors do that. I love it when they change their logos just for throwback accuracy. This is a good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up is Jeremy Clement's throwback to Dale Sr. Another Dale Sr. Wrangler throwback. What I like about this throwback is that the number is almost accurate. It's the 51, while Dale Sr.'s car is the 15. And I like how they changed the number font to match Dale Sr.'s number font on his car. It's a good throwback. I like it. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Ty Gibbs' throwback to Bobby Labonte's 2002 Interstate Batteries car. I feel like the Interstate Batteries throwbacks are kind of overused, but they still look good. They're still good throwbacks, and this one is no different. Great throwback. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have J.J. Yeley's throwback to Bobby Hamilton. Simple throwback. Pink car. But the number font is accurate. Good way to honor and pay tribute to Bobby Hamilton. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Brennan Brown's throwback to his first ever late model win. I like this throwback. It looks really good. It's accurate. The number font, the paint scheme, the sponsor, I guess. It's got the cross-checkered flags on the hood there. Good looking throwback. 8 out of 10. Next is Josh Williams' throwback to BJ McLeod's late model from 2004. I like this throwback. Number font's accurate. Scheme is accurate. It's a good throwback. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Mason Massey's throwback to his uncle, Marty Massey. I have a soft spot for drivers who throw back to their family members, and yeah, this is a good throwback. Number font's accurate. Scheme is accurate. It even has sponsorship from Marty Massey's own company. And that gives this throwback extra bonus points. 10 out of 10. And for our final throwback, we have Stephen Parsons' throwback to his father, Phil Parsons. Once again, as I said, I have a soft spot for drivers who throw back to their family members, and this is a good throwback. Number font's accurate, scheme is accurate, good throwback all around. 7 out of 10. And that concludes part 2 of rating every 2022 Darlington throwback. What do you think? Do you think some of these should have been given a higher rating? Do you think some of these should have been given a lower rating? How would you rate these throwbacks? Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see more of me, be sure to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links to both are in the description down below. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more motorsports content. Thank you all so much for watching. That's it from me. Peace.